Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. How are you doing? Hmm? How are you all? All right. Today I have a topic that I want us to talk about, and it has to do with marriage. Should a couple buy things jointly, or should a couple buy things separately? A lot of people are saying separately. Oh, let me tell you something. Yeah, many people do not understand the difference between the marriage kind of love and the lust kind of love, the head over heels kind of love. Someone said the states, but in the UK, no, she's here. A lot of people say jointly. Some people say both. You see, the fact that you are married, you see, some people lose their identities once they get married. Others lose their identities once they start having children. Once they start a family, everything they do is towards the children. They lose their identities. I sat back here and I've looked at so many couples, people I grew up with, people I see around, and I must tell you that expensive education does not guarantee your child is going to have an expensive future. Many parents put everything they have into building a future for their children. And a lot of the times, it doesn't quite work out. Because I've seen people who went to the best schools and have the best, and I've seen people who went to the best schools and really don't have more than the average. I've seen people who, there's one particular guy who I was reading his story. At a point when his dad died, he lived under a bridge with his mom. Today he's a billionaire. You understand? He went to public university. He's a billionaire. You see, I'm saying this because many times, especially in Nigeria, abroad, you tend to provide for your children what you have. You tend to, in Nigeria, you tend to push more than what you have for your children, hoping you secure their future. And it doesn't always work out like that. Here's my thoughts. Of course, I'm going to open up the lines and everybody's going to have their say. Most people, guys and girls, have their identities. Once they get married, they now assume this joint identity, which is perfect, which is good. But in their jointness, especially when it comes to finances, they lose their personal identity. Most women spend all they have on their kids, which is not a bad thing. But if your husband is not too into spending everything he has on the children, don't make him feel bad. And some men are the ones who spend everything they have on the kids, but the wife wants to do her hair, the wife wants to get herself a few things. She's not just mother zoned. And then you make your wife feel like she's not a good mother. Uh, you don't realize that you only have your adult years to enjoy your life. When you're a kid, you either have the restrictions of a parent or the restrictions of finances. No matter how much you claim to enjoy your childhood, you always have the restriction of finances. Don't drag it. Hey, don't drag it. It's making noise. No matter how much you enjoy your childhood, you will always have the restriction of finances or the restriction of your parents. There are many things you can't do in your parents' house, sometimes even if you had the money, and 90% of the time you don't have the money. So the only time you really have to enjoy yourself by yourself is when you're an adult. And if you dedicate your adulthood to being a husband or being a wife or raising a family, at the end of the day, you might end up quite sad. And you tend to push a burden upon the next generation. I raised you, I sent you to school, you owe me, you have to take care of me. And I have seen that third world problem manifest itself in Nigeria to the point where we have created some form of religion out of it. And I want us to talk about this. So Yella's here. You have to let me move a bit so you can squeeze in. Okay. You always make me look old. You just come and you're looking young, and me and now start looking old. So let's start discussing things. In a marriage, do people buy things? Should a couple buy things together? Should they buy things separately? Or should they buy some things jointly and some things separately? I want to pour out all my thoughts. Now, a lot of people don't get into a marriage with the idea that they could get divorced. Nobody prays for a divorce. Nobody tries or works towards a divorce. But it happens. And when it does happen, what are your plans? If you lived in Nigeria, the Nigerian law somewhat favors the man. If you live abroad, the Abroadarian law somewhat favors the woman. Someone said, have a prenup. Trust me, there's no prenup, unless prenups really help when you are very wealthy, so they don't take everything from you, but that they will not take something, they will take you. Sometimes Nigeria seems to be a bit fair, because at the end of the day, it's what you brought in that you will take out. Most times. Sometimes Nigeria, especially if you're with wicked men, you get nothing. You go and they will not even pity you and say, okay, take this. Abroad, there's no way you're going to end up in a divorce without anything, especially as a woman. You'd be sorted. Now, so yes, there's that point in time when you work for your money and you come home and there are bills, and then there are plans, and then you have to fit somebody else into your plan, and somebody else has to fit you into your plan. It's not easy, and finances are one of the most dicey things in a marriage. Some couples know how to deal with finances. I'm very lucky. I'm with someone who understands the jointness of our finances and the individuality. There are some couples, there are some wives that monthly they will be giving you that billing. Whether you like it or not, you have to go and find the money. It can be very frustrating. Okay, so I'm just pouring out my thoughts. Let's start opening up the live. Hello everyone on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. If you're watching on Facebook, remember to buy stars. Nobody has bought stars tonight, and you want to enjoy the show. Someone said, I'm addicted to your live. Thank you so much, sis. Today I'm not teaching, I'm just discussing. Let's air our opinions. Let's see how this would go. Where is... I saw Debbie here earlier on. Um, uh, hey, Debbie's not here. Let me call her with phone. Everybody, someone said we inside. Yeah, we inside. So let me start inviting people. Okay, let me start with you, Yella. What do you think? Jointly or separately? Send me a request if you want to be in the video. Send me some stars if you want. If you enjoying the
I'll
show
say separately.
separately.
Yes,
Why?
because I don't want wahala. Like
You
I
don't
don't know.
want wahala like
I
what?
don't know how to explain. Like you're saying this thing about a divorce now. Do you get?
I was looking for you. You've left, Abby. All right. I was looking for you. Hmm. Yes.
Like you're talking about what you call what if you get a divorce? Then if you get divorced, it's easy for everybody to like find their square root. Do you get? You know that the only thing that you guys have together is based on your children. Do you
Hmm.
understand? But every other thing you did it separately.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know. I just feel like it makes things easier. But like everyone wants to say, God forbid, or won't get divorced and things like that. But like,
Body glams. How are you doing?
Hello, Daddy Freeze.
I haven't had you on this live in about a year, maybe more.
I've been so busy, Daddy Freeze, my work. See,
Really?
Daddy Freeze, I believe in, some things could be jointly, some things could be separate.
Okay, what
Now,
things should be jointly and what things should be separately?
well, my house in Dublin is separate. It's in my name, okay?
Who bought it?
The property we have, my husband did.
He bought it in your
He
name.
paid. He didn't care. Like, he wasn't, particular about it. I feel the firm I did everything. He paid most of the money to furnish and everything. The house is in Nigeria, right? I would want it to be both of us. I'll give you a reason.
But you
I have
already have a
something
house
called
in
freedoms.
Dublin.
Sorry?
You already have a house in Dublin.
Yeah, I have my reasons for that.
Okay.
I can't stay in a marriage for 22 years and then in-laws will take over the houses. It's not going to happen. In the case of death, my children deserve their father's property. And
So
that is it.
now hold on. Who worked for the money?
He worked for the money.
Okay,
And he
so
keeps saying that everything he works for is for his children.
then why doesn't he? I'm giving you legal advice for free. Don't take it because any financial decision you make, you cannot hold Daddy Freeze responsible. Why doesn't he open a company?
Don't worry, I'm a
Hold.
risk and financial analyst. I know.
Why doesn't he open a company? I'm just giving you Nigerian code now. Why doesn't he open a company in Nigeria, make you all shareholders, and
He's done that already.
buy the house in his name and buy the house in the name of the company?
He's done it. Well, the houses are in our names, actually.
No.
what do you mean by buy the house
Yeah.
in the name of the
Now, you see, if the houses are joint in both names,
Yeah.
then if he dies, then the house becomes yours. I don't know
Yeah.
legally. I don't know if the family is entitled to anything. But you see, if it were in a company, you have a company that owns the houses, and you all have shares in it. If one
Yeah.
shareholder passes, the other shareholders get the equity, if I'm correct. And the family cannot come and say anything because the house belongs to a company, and as long as they're not listed shareholders, what's their business? Now, let me ask you.
Yeah, I don't.
If he worked,
I know that all
hold on. You said something, yeah?
shareholder and everything.
You said something. You said you've been in a marriage for 22 years and you don't want in-laws to come and take your house. Your house is
For the children. They
For
are
the-
for the children. The children deserve them.
the children deserve the houses.
Yep. Their father's property doesn't belong to the in-laws. It belongs to his children.
Okay. What if he wanted to give his
Coming
houses
from
to?
where I come from,
What if he wanted to give his houses to his
I've
in-laws?
seen, why would he? Is he childless or what?
So he does the work. He
I've
makes
seen
the money.
I'm Igbo, right?
Yes.
I have seen a lot of Igbo women suffer, you know, left with nothing. Probably, you know, this fear, you know, this thing about, oh, I'm not going to die, and then it happens suddenly. I have a friend here who lost her husband in Nigeria, right? The man had no will, had nothing, extremely wealthy man. Before she came back for the man's funeral, the man's family has taken everything. Now, left her and left her children here with nothing.
Does your husband own any crypto?
In Nigeria.
Does your husband
You go
own
to
any
court
crypto?
Sorry?
Does he own any crypto?
No, I don't think so, no.
If he owned the crypto, then the family can't come and take the crypto. That would work well. They understand house and car and all those things.
I have seen women suffer,
Mm.
Suffer tremendously, being left with nothing. It's really, really unfair for a woman with children who loses her husband and then the in-laws will come and take. See, and that is why I say, women, if you have a property in Nigeria, let it be in your name and not your husband's name. I'll give you the reason. Because people would come, in-laws would come and say, oh, my husband, my brother owns this and not just you, so we're going to fight it.
Now, let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What if you get a divorce? Have you ever thought of that? Nobody, just as nobody plans death. Hold on, nobody plans death. Nobody plans divorce either. I don't have a problem with you, how do I put it? With you owning, I don't know how am I even saying this. Sorry, my mind drifted away. I get 4 houses, and the 4 houses are in our joint name, and then we divorce. Just as you said, he can drop dead. You guys can get a divorce. What happens? One day he gets somebody pregnant, and you say, you know what? I'm not doing this marriage again. Blah 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 blah.
Wait, but Daddy, he's not divorcing the children.
Exactly.
He's not divorcing the children.
Nope.
So imagine
everything we work for the kids. Actually, that's how I see it. Whatever I
have a problem. Sorry, I have a problem with this narrative. Everything I work for belongs to my kids. Are you people having lazy children? I don't get anything from my father. Not that my not that my father would not leave me anything, but it's the least of my worries. I don't even care about whatever my father has. Do you understand? And I don't want to have kids that will be looking at my property. I don't understand how. Debbie, hi, how are you doing, my darling?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I don't want to. I have a problem with. Sorry, guys. I know this is how everybody else thinks. I like working for my stuff, and from a young age, it has earned me respect. When you put sometimes I thank God my father was not particularly wealthy, because you don't understand the fact that wealthy people control your life. They will control you because they're the ones paying the bills, and then when they're not paying the bills, they're the ones that have the inheritance, and they would dangle the inheritance in front of your face and say, if you don't do like this, you won't get this. You understand? So I've never envied those whose fathers left property for them. I'm talking about VI property worth 1 billion naira or Ikoyi property. And I've seen families, forget siblings that they are brothers and sisters. I've seen siblings tear each other's throats apart over property. Then I've seen children squander what their father worked for 60 years. I've seen children squander it in 7 years, and then they are back to broke. So I also have. Sorry. I also have this. Sorry, I'm going to let you talk. I also have a problem with that narrative. Everything we work for is the children. Don't the children have hands and legs? Are they handicapped? You understand? I understand if the children are autistic or if the children are impaired in any way, but able-bodied. I'm able-bodied man. I'm now working for my children. I don't understand that narrative.
No,
I'm-
when I signed my insurance in my company, I'm a senior financial analyst.
yeah.
When the insurance came, the first thing I was told is, who amongst your children is gonna get whatever? Like, face it. When something happens to you, who are you gonna give it to your first child, or are you gonna give it to all your kids? You know, this is how it works here in Dublin. When I signed that insurance, I put the names of my children. They would always ask you, okay, this is your house. Whose name is gonna be on the house? It's a norm here.
No, I
Like,
understand.
it's a norm.
It's a norm, but you see,
You know, who does it go to?
but you see, listen, I work, I have 4 houses, and then we get a divorce, and you are telling me the house belongs to the children. How?
No.
In Nigeria.
Wait,
In Nigeria,
excuse me.
it's different.
Can I ask a
It's
question?
different.
Do you mean after the man
Because of
dies?
the law is skewed, sort of. So when the in-laws are going to fight for the property in Nigeria, you know, you have children who should get it. But here in Ireland, there are specifics, like everything is shared 50-50. There are laws. Everybody gets something. The children get something. The parents get something. It's the law.
Wait,
Like, I signed
is
my
this for
insurance
after the
in my-
man
as a senior
dies?
financial analyst, the first thing they told me was
Hold on. There's something that is not clear. Let's imagine, I'm not going to ask you exactly what your husband has, but let's imagine your husband has 4 houses.
okay.
I understand if he dies, you would want to take control of the property for the best interest of the family, being the matriarch. I understand that. However, there's a divorce. 4 houses. You and your husband, for one reason or the other, decide not to go your separate ways. And if out of 4 houses, your husband gives you 1 house, I believe he has tried. Even if he owns 10 houses, he owns 10 houses, he says, okay, I'm going to give you 1 house, one of the decent houses. Doesn't have to be the best house. 1 house he chooses. If he has, imagine he has a flat in Dolphin Estate, he has a house in Lekki, he has 1 house in Banana Island, and then he has another house in an estate in Aja. I wouldn't expect him to give you the estate in Aja or the flat in Dolphin. Neither will I expect him to give you the house in Banana Island. He'll give you one of the nice ones in Lekki, but not the main one. Now,
But that if it
hold on.
In Nigeria, people that lose their husband, the in-laws take all of the property.
Now, I'm talking about a divorce.
Have the will though. That's it. They don't have
Now,
the will.
in a divorce, there's no will. Nobody writes a will that if I get divorced, this is how they share my property. Let's imagine you guys get a divorce. I'm not praying for it. But it just as death happens, divorce happens. Right? So out of the houses, what do you expect to get? And why are you going to tell me I own 4 houses, so I give 1 to you, my wife. Okay, you struggled with me for 22 years. Why are you going to tell me the remaining 3 belong to the children? Who told you I want to give my house to children?
There's a law. But there's a law.
In
Because
divorce.
the law is like that. There is a law that controls all that.
No. In divorce, wait. I own 4 houses. The law will tell me what to do with my houses.
You have to share it 50-50. That's how it is abroad, and that's how it should be in Nigeria, to be honest.
Oh,
you build together.
man,
You build
burn your
together
money,
for
oh.
22 years.
Burn your
Build
money.
together for 22 years.
Enjoy your money, oh.
Wait, there are 2 things.
Share
that
what?
The Nigerian system is swapped. Like it's
No, the
Here,
Nigerian system is
there are
good.
government.
Why do I, if I marry you, why do I, make gonna get prenup? Oh? So,
No, I won't get prenup.
no, you care. You that want to collect house. I'm talking about the person that owns the house.
If you're married to a wealthy man, why would you get a prenup?
I'm not talking to you. Oh. I'm talking to the wealthy man. Brother, get prenup.
No, he's
Yes.
gonna get.
Like, I just feel like it's hard for us here. I just feel like it's going to be hard for women to like preach women and woman empowerment and equality if we are collecting half of what men struggle for. Like, it just doesn't.
Come on! This is the kind of children we are
What's it
raised.
called? The man isn't collecting half of what I made.
Thank you.
Do you understand? But
I'm
this
not
one
collecting
that-
half of your
Wait.
wigs.
But this one that you're talking about, you're not giving the children anything with.
Everywhere.
As in how?
I've seen
What
a
do you
woman
mean?
in Nigeria build a house, and after she divorced her husband collected it because his name was on the property by fire, by force. It happens both ways.
Now.
The
only thing I can actually say to that is that that's unfortunate. That
Now,
wasn't planned.
let me tell you, yeah. Let me tell you, yeah. Hold on.
No, I'm not trying to side men.
Hold on. In a divorce, what do I owe my children? Can we sit down and put things into perspective? What do I owe my children? I owe them what my father gave me, education. Wait,
Daddy.
I
Can I
don't.
say something?
So what are they going to do for
Can I say
themselves?
something?
What are they going to
Can
do
I
for
say
their own
something?
children?
Can I say
But you
something?
still owe them, and that is why we have insurance for the children here.
Children ends at 18 there. Where you are, children ends at 18. I hope you know.
Of course.
Good. So okay, I have 3 children. Wait, I have 3 children.
Am
21.
I count? Okay.
No. 21, 20, and 19. And I get a divorce, and then I'm sharing my property with them.
You're not gonna share your property with them, but when you pass, like when you die,
No,
That's what we're
no. When you pass, whatever you own. Hold on. There are 2 things here.
it belongs to the children.
We are talking about divorce and death. Or let's not use that word, the D word. Thank you for using a better word. Passing and what's that?
I already know my watch.
So you already know your watch.
Yes.
And no problem. So you see, I understand. I believe that a man owes his children whatever he leaves behind. Like I say, leave behind, meaning you are moving on and you are leaving. It's not like you gather everything and then the children now start. I've seen billionaires' children who cannot wait for their fathers to die.
Exactly.
So they can enter inside that property and begin to blaze it. I've seen. Now, what I believe I owe my children is what my father owes me, an education. By the time I'm 18, I want to be able to forge. You see, there are decisions I took in my life that I could not have taken if my father were wealthier than he is. And I see people who would go to the best schools, but because their fathers are so rich, they come back and work for their fathers. God forbid. Work for my father. I can't live in the same house with my father. I say I work for my father. But that's what these things are. So
wealthy Irish people, their children are working for them in their company. Like the system is different here.
Whatever it is, I can't deal. I would not pray to work. I have an independent mind. I want to work for myself. I have 2 hands, 2 legs. And I don't, women think like, most women I know think like, everything I'm doing is for my children. Everything I'm doing is for myself. Whatever I leave behind, now be your own.
Exactly.
So that's why in a divorce, if I have 4 houses, I give my wife but the problem is, if we're in a divorce and I'm not happy with you, I'm not even going to get 1 house. I'll probably pay rent for you somewhere. Why are you getting my house?
If you're talking about Nigeria, if there's a divorce here, the court will decide that.
Let me tell you, most of the people who are divorcing there don't own companies. I know somebody who divorced in that abroad, who all his property is in a company. So he declares every month. You know, all these business people are very smart. Donald Trump that paid $100 as tax in 1 year. You think they don't know how they go about these things? He declares that he makes $10,000 a year. Because by the time he removes his car, all those things from the company, what is left as profit is $10,000 a year. And they share it down on 50-50. This guy is a multi-millionaire. And they share 10, they give you $5,000. Go to court, he will drag it back and forth.
Advantage.
Eh?
Like I said, I have an Irish friend that had 3 houses. As soon as she divorced her husband took her to court. The court told her that she has to give him a house. He wasn't working.
No, I understand. If she has 3 houses, she gives him a house. You are saying they should share the 3 houses 50-50. That's where I have a problem.
It actually sounds kind of unfair.
Do you understand?
It sounds so unfair, actually.
Because Nigerian system is different, where the in-laws will swoon on you and take everything.
But it's not every
That man that passed in Lagos, like the building fell on him. Very wealthy man. What happened? The in-laws ran and locked up the houses, and his wife and his kids came back from the States and couldn't even enter their own house. You know, it's unfair. No, it's unfair, to be honest. The way women are treated in Nigeria is unfair. I believe a widow is entitled to everything her husband, has. when he went before he passed, a widow and her children are entitled to all that. Not the brothers, not the sisters, not the family. No. The wife and the children.
But that barely happens anymore. That was back in the day.
Back in the day, wasn't it last year that a building fell on somebody and the brother, the siblings ran to Ikoyi or whatever and all the houses and the exotic car and left nothing for his wife. It still happens.
It still happens.
Every day.
It still happens. But the way I'm going to put that, the way I would put that, yeah, they were sorry because they were not safe.
How can I
Do you understand? Checks and balances weren't
Why
put in place.
Right now.
No, but I'm giving you an example of that wealthy guy that died. That the building fell on him. What happened next?
Yeah,
He
but
took
your
his van and
examples,
took all the exotic cars.
That is
and
Ikoyi.
took her out and her children.
all your examples so far just been in-laws.
There are so many examples even here. There are so many
That's not
examples.
the only thing
There
that
are
happens.
so many, and it will keep happening. It will keep happening because the system.
Where are all the men? One guy said he wanted to join. I sent him request. He did not. He could not come. Peter joined.
Like me, yeah, the only men.
Yes, it looks like me and Yella are the only men here. Samaria. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's looking pretty.
Daddy Freeze.
How far?
Good evening, all. Daddy Freeze, I'm trying to. Before you tell me, I need to go wear dress. Let me go wear dress.
You are not wearing clothes. It's not today. That's how I called Vidoma yesterday. Vidoma Kukuma said she not they wear any cloth at all. So she want to go begin
I'm
to wear.
wearing dress, so now, see me, I'm dressed. I just got back, I'm dressed, fully dressed.
She looks so nice.
This is
Oh
not
my
like
god.
we are still seeing everything.
We are still seeing everything, oh.
Everything is very visible. Sorry.
I'm dressed, fully dressed.
We are still seeing everything.
We are seeing everything. We are seeing everything.
You two touchlights in front.
I swear. Now, come. What is it with women and showing off? Sorry, this part of and showing off the parts that are supposed to be private.
Who said they're supposed to be private?
Exactly.
Those are accessories.
Why Daddy Freeze, you fuck that?
My daughter said to me that if men can walk around shirtless during summer, hot summer day, why can't women walk around shirtless as well?
Or braless.
About
Yes.
yeah.
Like a babe.
I put that.
A
I just
babe.
back right now.
What?
And I'm tired.
What is
And I
it?
had to take off everything takeable just to let myself be free from the bondage I have been.
Uh-huh.
What have I done? I didn't
See
do
everybody
anything.
talking. Everybody here.
No more, Rekha. That's just me.
And come, Samaria. You are doing just me. If now Wowza now you go begin the enter Ramo. Where is that one safe?
Those ones are.
You not met Wowza. Now the crew where I get here with this, all of them now say if nobody say they preach word of God, they go say that the freeze na pimp.
Honestly, I mean,
I
you know,
mean,
someone said I should stand up again. They are not serious. Stand up. What are you looking for?
That's what the same thing you did to Wowza that day. Oh yeah, you to stand up.
I just saw what the now I'm seeing what they saw.
Now you're-
It wasn't intentional. It was my I need to keep this camera away from where they will see more.
you are
I don't need
sleeping.
them to see them now. Spoiled people. See
Hey,
them.
how are you? Better come and join us on the live. What is how are you? How are you? How? Nobody is fine.
What a day. Sisters, how are you?
Oh yeah, come on live. Come and join us live. Yeah. Everybody's asking after you.
You.
I don't want this to talk. See me.
She knows herself. She doesn't want to talk.
I don't know what's wrong with her. Obviously, she's not wearing clothes. That's one part of
She's not
it.
even paying attention.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She didn't hear.
At
Huh?
that one.
I don't have clothes. Why would I have clothes?
Ah, we are waiting for you. Eh? What? I thought you didn't have a problem with it.
no. There are things I don't have a problem with. What do you? Why is she scared?
Why are you scared? We are waiting for you to come and join us live.
You see what I'm talking about. That's what I said. Let me just show my face, as in.
It's yellow.
Hey.
Pick up on please.
We are waiting for you to come live.
Man, this weather is hot.
It's so hot. Even Europe is
Very,
hitting.
Eh?
Yala, how are you?
I just came back from Nigeria. Actually, I think I prefer the Nigerian weather. I prefer the Nigerian weather to the
That's
UK.
why.
Come, how bad is the weather abroad that you people are all crying?
This one for holidays.
The one when it hitting you, it hits you like.
Oh yeah. Come.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it
I don't
hits.
even have energy to talk 33, honestly.
I do.
You don't have a what?
Talking about somebody said we should continue the conversation. Bye.
Okay. I'll call you back.
Whatever works for you.
Uh-huh. She can't come. That will have come because the topic I wanted to ask. There was a video I saw today, and this lady's part. I had to show it to taste buds. In fact, I had to go and wear glasses so that it will not be like I'm not. As in, I'm going to send it to all of you on this live, and I'm going to show it to Yella. I had to carry glasses and wear. I'm like, this is too much. No. Sorry. This is away from that topic, from where we are today. I know the girls. Just be talking. You guys be talking. I'll send you the video now.
It's so funny. This is my friend.
No, you don't know the person. Hopefully not. You will not know those kind of people.
Hopefully not.
So we're having a conversation regarding women owning their husband's property when they pass or when they get a divorce, So I'm just saying, see, the law is skewed in Nigeria. Here abroad, there's, set rules. You divorce, you're getting something. He dies, automatically you and your children get everything. Now, I'm just giving instances, so many instances. Nigeria, of course, the in-laws will come swooping down on everything.
I think that was there.
What does he
No,
actually
Johnny
pepper
Ben,
you
I mean-
like this?
It doesn't pepper
gosh,
what
I have
is
a
this supposed
friend.
to be?
Oh, gee. How about that guy
And she
that died?
packed up to show
Sorry,
it.
that passed. Like that.
Yeah, some girls
fell on
actually
him.
like to show it.
What was the story
Can we
about
show
it?
this?
His siblings went
thing
and
that
took all the
probably has
exotic
this
cars and
reflection?
locked the children and the wife out. It still
It's
happened.
You're talking about someone that passed away. Let me quickly say this: the life show. I heard about there was this guy that while he was courting with this lady, he thought he was going to marry. When he was seeking for that job, he had to use her as his next of kin, and he did change it eventually. My sister told me the story because it happened to their colleague.
Yeah.
He did change the stuff after he got married. He ended up not getting married to the girlfriend then,
Okay.
and had kids. And then along the line, he passed. And the next of kin happened to be his ex-girlfriend that he failed to marry.
No.
I mean, they couldn't
Does
do
that
anything.
work?
It does work, yes. Because when he went applying for that job, that's when he was in that relationship with that lady, and they had gone together. So he
Is
used
it abroad or
it
Nigeria?
happened in Nigeria.
Really?
But he forgot to change.
It never occurred to him to change it.
Yeah.
He didn't change it. He got married. He had kids.
Mm.
And when he passed on, they had to will everything to the lady. And that was how the wife was just Aaron. She became an Aaron. So, I mean,
If I am the lady, out of the goodness of my heart, I'm just going to give his wife and kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, with especially when a man failed.
Let me tell you something. This thing you are saying,
Oh my god.
if the lady were poor, her pastor would tell her that
God bless.
God has blessed you and given you unmerited favor. You don't know how Nigerians think.
And it's actually unmerited.
That's true.
I mean,
Now, sorry guys. I sent all of you in this live. I sent you a video. Watch it. And the lady in that video, just watch it. And let's just discuss this because I've shown Yella the video. The lady is my follower.
Can I show me the video?
That's the video that I showed you now.
Oh, you see, that's how minor it is. I forgot.
Because that's your generation. People don't have sense when it comes to.
I legit forgot. Like, I actually forgot.
Yeah, that's what we have.
So
why would you give a girlfriend in the first place? It's possible to put a girlfriend, especially when the relationship is still.
Debbie, have you seen the video?
Because it's not that it's minor, but like I don't understand why it's killing.
I sent it to Bukola.
And I'm trying to answer most questions. they're asking. Somebody asked her.
Just show us with your phone. Let's
No, somebody else's video, and I don't want to pollute.
You don't have to show the face. You just show.
No, I cannot show. That's the part I cannot even show on my live.
Right.
The first
But
time
it's
I tried,
dressed.
I opened
It doesn't still matter.
then one as my king to tell you how such things can, how it happens. You may not know. At that moment, that's what you care about. It was on the long run that I had to go changing. So it's very possible the person
Yeah,
didn't.
people always forget to change at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, life
Yeah,
happens.
Well, that's why you should use your father as the next of kin or your mom.
What if your father is worse than the
I would rather use my girlfriend. Listen, as I'm inside marriage now, if I get side chick, I will use my side chick than my father.
which father you want to use as the-
Father. I will use my gate man as next of skin.
Yeah.
Eh?
Let me see the video.
Oh my God.
You want to say waiting?
Let's see.
Let me get the video. Let me see what the video is.
I sent it to you DM.
Let's talk about it.
But we have to go up and come back to.
Okay, go off and come back.
What did I hear is
Oh,
you almost
sure.
No, so tell us what it is about. We
Okay.
can discuss that as well.
Don't play the audio so the person will not know we are playing their video.
Just tell us.
this is different from what I just did now. This person is showing down.
Showing down, but you
No, that's double standard.
No,
No, it's double.
No, you
can't say
cannot
up
say
and
that.
down. You can't say up.
No. Up is still listen.
Up
Up
is
is
still
still
what?
okay.
Why is up still okay? Why is up still okay?
I don't know because society decided.
No,
No, wait, is she like
no.
fully?
You can't even
No.
say that society
Debbie,
decided
go
because now
off
there
and
is-
come back.
There is preference.
Go off, watch it and come back. I'll keep that slot for you.
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Okay.
What's her reason?
You cannot even say society.
No, but
Do you know why you can say that? Do you
No,
know why
no,
you
no.
can say that?
Hold on,
Do you know
hold
why
on.
you can say that?
Hold on. Debbie, you are not allowed to talk because you also do it. Maybe not as much as this, but you do it.
not that was our beg go.
Yes.
But sometimes it's not our fault.
But this one is clear.
Right.
If they are
Let me even tell you something. Let me even tell you something. Eh?
Okay, clear not
Sorry. Debbie said something. Eh?
Sure.
What did you
What do you
say?
mean, puppy?
If you're naturally puffy down there,
If you are naturally puffy.
Wait, like that.
Yeah, you remember
Now
when we
that's
talk-
also her own looks anorexic.
that she's not wearing pants. That's why.
Aside that, the thing is small, no pint, and then they've gone to do bikini wax or Brazil wax or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Body glam, look at it. Just look at that video.
But that's
Okay,
not
wait. So
she
what
likes
is
to- she likes
the
to show it off.
what is do like? I want to know where. How is it doing you? Like,
As in, I can't believe.
Like that.
Do you know, growing up,
Some men
until I
like
got to
that.
social media, from when I was a child, I never saw this kind of thing in real life.
wait. Can
When
I say
we're growing
something?
up in the world we grew up in, a woman would dare not do this.
Okay.
We grew up in a time when if women wore jeans, it will be problem. Come be this. I think this is a culture shock for me.
Nowadays, everything has to
Woke
be-
generation, isn't it? That's what they call. Woke
Now let me
generation.
ask you, what do sorry, body glams. How old are your children? Do you have a daughter?
Yeah, my first daughter is 20.
If she wore this on Instagram, what will you do?
Sorry?
If your first daughter wore this on Instagram, what will you do?
Oh, she wouldn't dare.
Well,
I
just
wouldn't.
hide. These are just hide.
I'm not.
I know where like.
No, she can, but she can actually.
But that's what I'm saying. Some girls they can't. It's
You know, sometimes people don't even know.
You're just saying leggings as if like it was showing her camel toe. Like,
Hey, don't say all those words. You're not allowed to say those words.
But Camel.
It's not. Hey, don't
So,
say.
like,
Don't
what-
say. You don't mess up my algorithm. You're not allowed to say it.
I sat on a camel in
You
the
know, don't
I
say
hit my
it.
toe on the
Don't
bed.
say it. The algorithm will mess it up, and then we'll have. I went through. Listen, now I'm very serious with these things. I went through a month where I could not even get visibility for my videos because of
Alright,
all
okay,
these
okay,
things.
okay.
So we have to be
Okay.
very careful. I'm
Yeah,
not even joking
yeah.
about it.
Instagram did not try.
They just
Yeah,
pick up any
Instagram.
because why? Listen, because Instagram is not something you join. There are no restrictions. Facebook is even worse. A 12-year-old can have a Facebook account, so they
Yeah.
don't want your 12-year-old seeing conversations that have.
True.
It's called community guidelines.
Yeah.
Anybody that comes to Facebook should be able to see something that is for a community. So let's not use all those strong words. Let's be disguising. Okay.
That's why I said pop. That's why I said
Wow,
pop.
that's
Mhm.
deep. Oh.
So
Can we
so
say it in pidgin then? Like,
don't say, because even pigeon, they start picking pigeon now too.
It's my
So
generation.
but what it is that's why I said lady parts.
okay.
Rachel won't be able to talk
Now.
on Instagram.
Yes, now Instagram doesn't want you to say all this kind of. Do you think Instagram cares about you talking about the? No, they don't want it to.
The waiting. You call it
Is
waiting.
that possible?
The waiting. And this one is not puffy.
It's always sexual.
This one is not puffy. To be honest, the girl is fine. She's curvy, pretty girl, curvy. But
Yeah.
do we really need to see that? As in, it was so
No, we don't.
glaring. It was so clear.
That's why she-
You know, when I first saw it, I thought maybe it was my eyes were paining me. I went to get my glasses. Taste Buds was in the bathroom. I said, Taste Buds, come and see this thing. I wore glasses. I looked at the thing. I looked at the thing. I said, maybe it's my eye. I see, what the?
Wait, but can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Please, how many times have you guys seen men that free
For
ball?
me, it's embarrassing.
How many times have you seen men
That-
who free
we
ball
don't say
and
all
then
this. Don't say all this.
basketball?
It doesn't matter. Just say, please.
Okay, and then you see the print. Please, is anybody
It
sure?
happens.
It
Sometimes I
happens,
don't
but
know.
nobody
Yeah.
says anything about it, and we see the print, but nobody says anything.
But I think she's actually intentionally showing it.
so. How do
No,
we
it's
know men don't
intentional.
intentionally?
This one is
say that?
intentional.
Exactly.
If it were, if it were a slip, it's different.
Yeah.
So it literally goes.
What if
into
I
the-
intentionally?
Yes.
show it, like-
whatever.
no, but why should you intentionally? Sorry, I don't
She
understand.
not have a standing mirror, like, can she
No,
not?
but
But what if you intentionally wanted?
Let
to
me
do it?
tell you, maybe she didn't know. She has posted the video. Do you
No,
want
she
to
knows.
now go and read the comments in the video? Oh, I see the cat.
She
Oh,
knows.
so let me ask you, Samaria, hold on.
Sometimes they actually don't. Like, they're used to dressing up that way that sometimes they actually forget that they have.
Go and read the comments. People will draw your attention to it.
A lot of our videos are
Now,
like that, so-
let me ask you something. Samaria, can you do that? Can you dress like that?
One time there was this picture I took some time ago in South Africa.
What was
and
this very
that
funny?
picture, mine wasn't revealing. So when I shared that picture on my Facebook, then some people were like, they can see something they can. I mean, I saw some nasty comments. To be honest, I didn't know what that. I had no idea. And it
Facebook,
wasn't even showing because they were assuming it, and they were saying
They will
some
zoom.
nasty. I mean, some people-
This one does not need zoom. This particular one does not need zoom.
So since then, I've been conscious of it. So I'm not sure it's something I wouldn't do that now. But then, like I said, I took a picture. I never thought about it. I didn't even know what
Yeah.
it was.
I
And
believe.
people were assuming I'm talking about it. And
Yeah.
I was like, I think I still have that picture.
Facebook people. You can zoom.
So right now, as it stands now, no, I can't. I
Take a
will,
screenshot and post it again.
Wait,
That's
so
what
can I
I'm
ask a
I will
question?
do it now.
Can I
Okay,
ask a
Yella
question?
wants to ask a question.
So how come you can't do that, but you can show us your? You could stand up and show us.
I'm trying to show you all that I'm dressed. I'm not naked.
Now, in
She
all
was trying to
honesty,
also show us that she was dressed in leggings and not naked.
no. When you were coming,
I wouldn't know
when you were coming,
my body.
we could
I
see
think
two
it's
dots.
acceptable.
Hold on, Samaria. When you
Yeah.
came on the live, we could see two very glaring, clear dots. Boom, boom.
Oh, the dots are better than the poof.
Yes. Honestly, the dots are actually better.
So, I just came in.
Are
and
we
I
are we
changed.
are we
So
really
kind of
judging this
told me
thing right?
this.
What about men who have things
Like,
for
the
the
way
dots?
she's dressed is actually
Like-
acceptable, to be honest.
It is, yeah.
You can't compare it to the other, the poof.
I mean, I'm in my house. I have to be free.
It's
I
a
only
smile
think
for
of
me.
something
Plus, you cannot control your. You cannot
I wouldn't know
control
if
your
I wouldn't know
It's
if I
summer,
was
you're
something of
covered. It's still acceptable outside. It's.
You know that girl with the poof will go outside and they will accept it.
Now,
it's covered.
now, my question is, I was watching a video about Japan. Do you know the laws in Japan are so strict that I'm not sure you'll be able to try this in Japan. You definitely can't try this in Saudi Arabia. No, you will go to jail. They will flog you publicly for something like this in Saudi Arabia. Sorry?
I'll send you a photo. I'll send you a photo. I took that to work. I was actually at the tram station trying to get back home because I went for a meeting at the office. And I took that photo intentionally because the two ladies behind me were topless. I intentionally took that. They had only, that's how bad the heat wave, you know,
it's really
is.
hot. Yes.
They just had their, you know, undergarment on. Nothing more. And they were also waiting for the tram, you know, the train as well.
Oh,
So
that
I
means
took a
that-
selfie and I
No problem.
intentionally got them behind. I'm going to send you that photo. You know, it's, you see the men walking without tops on and the women walking without tops on. You
They were
know,
frustrated.
it's
They were angry.
they had the bikini top on.
Anyway,
No shirt, nothing.
let's go back to our topic so we can round off. We're still talking about couples, but I enjoyed this little transition, and I'm going to call Wowza back because this is where we need Wowza. Wowza will come and dress up in front of us.
I posted it today, about a woman that she was the breadwinner, the husband didn't really do shit. So so what happened was the husband was not saying, so the husband was telling her to like get more houses and put their future kids
Them kids.
yes, just for Baba to go and find the next thing.
But when they
That's a true story.
Has children
That's
with
the
the
true
same name.
story.
Let me tell you how it happened. A childless couple, right? The woman was the breadwinner.
That's right.
So the woman was getting property. So the man was like, instead of getting the property in their name, they should get it in their unborn children's name. So they'll just pick names for their children. So that's how they went to
Imagine
pick.
that.
So they
Why would you
picked.
do that, though?
I won't do it.
So they picked names for their children.
It's not gonna happen.
And while they were picking the names, the man was impregnating another woman and giving those exact names. Oh, but that guy is a good guy. He made sure his seed was covered. So the man now buy. Guess what? The real owners of the house now showed up. The real owners of the house now showed up.
They close their eyes and
And go.
How they close their eyes
they
and
just fight peacefully. That's what it is.
Resting on peacefully. How? I mean, how things do it? They don't rest like that and get away.
Like they continue. They
the
don't.
guy is a legend, I swear.
Like, how did you plan that kind of
You
wickedness?
can't be that mean and expect this.
No, that was wicked.
Like, it was
And when someone
wickedness.
is not happy with you and you think you can rest in peace, it doesn't work
How
like
do you
that.
not cut this man?
No, it doesn't.
No, now, to be very honest, that man deserves curse. Forget the fact that he's a legend, all these things we are saying.
They need to put him out of front.
That man
This
is,
thing only happened in Game of Thrones.
as in, that's the kind of wicked guy that inside his coffin, this how it will be. Yes.
No.
That's not like.
That guy is wicked.
No.
Like, that woman will never love again.
That
She
woman
will never love again.
will never love you
Never
again.
love again.
Sorry, it is a true story.
Oh, my, that's a shock.
I won't fall for
Like,
that.
how we actually laughing? This is somebody's
No,
pain.
no.
I won't fall for that.
Especially when the
I mean,
guy
is there supposed to be? Is there not supposed to be a place where the lady, they both, I mean, the couple, they have their signatures in the properties?
No,
they
no,
are-
they signed something, right? For the house.
Let me tell you, me and you sign a
There should
property
be a place
and
where-
I sell it to somebody. Me and you sign a property and I sell it to somebody. If we buy something in somebody's name, that person owns it too. Make una know.
Okay. Listen to this one. A friend of mine told me while I was in Nigeria. She came to visit and she said she just got divorced. Okay, the land belongs to her father. She built the house on her father's land, and the husband furnished it. Now, when they were getting a divorce, the man said, in African tradition, she is supposed to leave the house for him. The house
Owns the land.
Traditionally, but her father owns the land.
Ah.
Yeah.
And
Now,
I
but
want
it will
to
reach a
know
stage where
what
you carry your house, come out from my land, though.
That's possible.
Why do you take you so long to understand?
Is it even possible?
And she
No.
said, how can she leave her father's landed property for him? And it's been dragging back and forth. And I said to her, did he leave? And she said she couldn't chop him out. She just let him stay, but he keeps saying African tradition, the woman is meant to leave the house
Wait,
for
they're
the man,
not moving.
no matter who builds the house.
It's actually the audacity
And
for
that
me.
is what gets me upset about all these things.
Like, how
No
did he
matter who
even
builds the house,
say it?
the woman must leave. Even if it's the woman that built the house, she must leave the house for the man. It's African
Why?
tradition.
I
That's
don't
what
know.
he said.
You see, sometimes, in as much as this African tradition sounds wicked, it is the opposite of Oyinbo tradition. I have a friend that brought one villager from his village to the UK. And then he and the villager, let me tell you what problem happened. The villager was always fighting him and shouting at him. Drove him out of the house one day. They live in flats. No, sorry, they live in little terrace houses. So she drove him out of the house one day, for one of her quarrelsome misbehavior. So he was sitting outside in the snow. His neighbor now invited him in. That's how he and the neighbor started. Before you know it, you don't give the neighbor belly. So the villager when carry come from Nigeria, file and divorce, collect the house. So this guy works at a point for like 3 years of his life. As he's working like this, half of his money goes to the neighbor to take care of the child, and the other half goes to maintain the first villager wife. One day now I go to London. Now I call the guy aside. I say, do you want to be a slave for the rest? My own mouth is not good. You want to be a slave for the rest of your life? He said, what do you mean? But what can he do? I say, one day, you used to be one of the most brilliant boys when we were in school. You will go back to school. You will read 10 masters. You will read 7 PhD. As long as you are a student, nobody's going to mandate you to pay anything. My brother currently is on his 4th PhD as I'm talking to you.
It's on his phone. What?
PhD. He don't do like 7 masters. And guess what? All he does is
different from knowledge.
all he does is once he does like teacher student. So the money is using to send himself to school is the salary he's getting as a teacher plus more that he's going to use to eat. So he's just getting degrees, reading book, enjoying his life because he has always been a bookworm. He doesn't like designer, doesn't like anything. But he did master. He had 2, even when he got married to that woman, he had 2 masters already. So now he's just waiting for I think the last born is going to be his wife's last born, and the other woman's last born. They are going to turn 18, I think next year or 2 years from now. Then he's going to start his life afresh with like 11 PhD by then.
Good for him.
No, but you should have known. Like you should have known the country he was in. Like
So that's what saved him. So
women,
he
like,
knows.
you should know.
Now, do you know that if you are getting divorced abroad, people declare bankruptcy?
So it's not just Oyibos, even black Germans or whatever. That happened to my dad. Like she literally took every single thing. He only left with his singlet.
No, I know of a medical doctor in the States that brought his wife over. As soon as he brought the woman over, the woman started fighting, started the divorce and everything. The judges took the kids from the woman, took the house from the woman, and gave it to the man and sent the man back. Oyibos are wise now, and they know when a woman is coming to fleece a man. They know.
Talking about, sorry, let me ask you this question real quick because I heard it from the right source, right? Talking about giving everything to the lady. Is that not usually done after years? Like if you've been married for at least up to 7 years, that's when you can.
For 20, 30, 40.
Some states 7 years. If you've been 7 years and you're married, that's when you have the right to get some of
in
those
Kenya,
things.
you don't have to be married to the man. You live with him for 5 years. That's the law, the house.
Well, even if you cohabitate here with somebody for more than 3 months, you're.
Samaria, if person come America, live with you for 3 months, collect your house.
Yeah, you can.
It's called a common law marriage. It applies in the UK, US, Canada. Oh, I like Nigeria. I understand Nigeria and the Nigerian madness. I don't understand
So if I live
Canadian
with a
loud.
man for like 3 months,
But if the man
we're
is too
commonly
good,
married.
if
Yes,
the man
no.
is too good to you, I can't. I don't have the heart. Like to
I
do
don't
anything to my husband, I can't do it. He's
Yeah,
not-
you can't. You don't have the heart of taking more than your 50%. Me, I don't even want to give you that 50%. Say first.
What if you broke my heart?
So,
What if there are kids involved?
so
Wouldn't you?
I owe my
What
kids
if you broke
shelter.
my heart
I don't
like
owe them
very
a
badly?
house each. I owe them shelter.
You
I owe them a room.
Lord.
I owe my children a room and a sitting room and television.
You said their kids are used to the house. They can't imagine their kids going elsewhere. They're already used to the house, and this is where they want their kids to stay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell them I'm relocating back to Nigeria. And when I get to Nigeria, I can't send them pounds because it's cassava and corn. I want to come and be selling in Nigeria.
But there is a strange case here in Ireland, a Nigerian couple, right?
Mhm.
They didn't have kids for years. The mother-in-law comes over and tells the daughter, you see, the fault could be the man. Go outside. Now, she gave birth to 2 kids, not the man's kids. And the rumor started. The man went for a DNA test, found out that the kids weren't his. The house belonged to the man, and the man wanted to chuck them out. Lawyers had to beg. The authority had to beg. They said, this is a peculiar case. The kids are minors. Have mercy on these children. Yes, they are not yours, but they are used to calling you daddy. They live in your house. Let them stay with you. It's been in court. They can't chop those kids out, even though the kids do not belong to the man. You see, it's different here. So he's living with his wife that he doesn't want to have anything to do with anymore, and 2 kids that don't belong to him. But call him daddy and
That's
answer
actually
his name.
very unfair.
That's the Abroderian madness in
Yeah, but
Nigeria.
I feel like
They will
that's
pack
so
your
wrong.
load on top of
I
your
feel like
head
that's
outside
still
the
very
house.
wrong because that does a lot of mental damage to
It's
him.
different.
As in, that's the
It
thing.
does a lot of mental damage to him.
Different.
Listen. I have no problem. With my marrying a woman. You know all these women that will go and have children when they are young and go and hide the child. I have a problem with that. No, bring your child. If I'm marrying a divorcee or a widow, the children automatically become my children. But that me and you are inside house, you can't go collect belle for outside. That one no be my pikin. No. Do you understand?
Of course.
That one no be my pikin. And even if the pikin they call me daddy, no problem. You they go leave the pikin with me.
Exactly.
Do you understand? But even that is going to be emotional damage. I'm not sure I want
That
to.
is what the court said. Emotional damage to the kids. So they have to.
What about to the
What
guy?
about the man?
Not just the kid, the man.
What are we talking about? They are minors. They are minors.
What about
Tan Lomo, yeah.
same woman?
So because they are minors. Wait. All of you wait. Hey, all of you
You
wait.
should suffer.
Wait. Tan Lomo, yeah. They are minors. Kiwantemi. Are they not minors under the bridge? Which one we carry your minors? They go. Minors call plus me. Carry everything they go. Waiting. Emotional damage.
I beg you.
Ah.
Crazy things are happening.
What if?
You know,
How will you feel if your minors see me one day? Make I go drink sniper. Do you know the kind of madness?
I pity the guy. Jesus.
As in,
Oh yeah.
then I have to walk and feed them.
Just like the news we saw a few weeks ago that the lady, the man abandoned the child at the school because he found out that the child isn't his.
Yes. They're now saying the man is wicked. The man is wicked.
And they said the woman fled or whatever. I'm like, I mean, how about the relationship you shared with that child? In as much as that child is not yours, let's put the blames behind.
But let me tell you something. Inside trenches,
not-
it's
look, it's
difficult
easy
to
to say-
provide for even your own blood children. You can't go to provide for picking when you don't know.
True. A lot of women.
No, but you see, if you have a good relationship with the kids, if you have a good relationship with the kids, it will pain you. So what you can do is you can also give like 3 or 4 girls belle outside, make them bring the children come the house, so that they go just judge and say it fair. Say do me, I do you. God no go vex.
Last, now the man goes stress part because I ain't go.
Last, everybody go chop breakfast.
It's not easy.
last.
Care of kids.
This is actually
You have a lot after.
You don't want to get married. Yella says she doesn't want to get married after she don't hear all this drama.
I swear that's scary. It's scary.
If you marry a good person,
What if I'm the bad person?
What if you are the bad? That's what they think. Marry a
What if
good
I'm the
person.
bad
What
person?
that mean to be the bad person? Ah,
sorry?
What if I'm the bad person?
Omo,
Ah,
I've been inside bad marriage
If you
before. I
marry a
know
good
as
person,
it
you
be.
can
No be
change.
better
If
thing.
you're
No.
a bad person, you can still change. His good behavior can make you change. These things. If you're married to a good man, you wouldn't want to hurt him in any way. You wouldn't even like someone who is so good to you. You're not even.
What
thinking
about
his
the
profits
man
or
who was
whatever.
impregnating other women and naming them with the name he wrote?
there's nothing like
Like, no, people are strange. Like, you can't even know.
Therapy.
You
who
can't.
does therapy? They don't go to therapy.
Hey.
Don't. If you call the therapy away, they don't.
All right, guys. It's been wonderful hanging out with you all. It's been such a. We just had a laugh today. To be honest, it was just a laugh.
It's been a long time.
Yes, it's been a long time. I didn't even open up my live to the public. I just kept it a closed unit so we could just laugh and relax. It's been a tough week. The whole Kiss Daniels drama,
Oh, but
followed by the clash of the supporters
He
drama.
sorted that out.
Come, Deborah, why don't you like politics like this? Anytime we're doing clash, I'll just see you come and go. Anytime we're doing politics. At least Samaria go still try small. She go wait like 11 minutes.
The guy in Nigeria wahala dey top of my head. I don't know how you go there.
So-
Go here sport. Make I know if they win.
Our marriage is luck. Oh. Let me tell you, life is luck. Life is
It is.
luck. I don't know, maybe
It is.
people call it blessings. I'm struck. There are some concepts I'm struggling to identify because some people are actually luckier than others. And whether you like it or not, finances can be luck.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? Finances can actually be luck. And I don't know how to put it. Even marriage, no matter, listen, you get the kind of person where you go marry, no matter how good you are, you go turn monster, join them.
that's it.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's
Somebody says it's grace. That's not grace.
Do you remember when I was saying this and I was
Mm.
like, when they be like, oh, girls be smart or jazz up, you can't actually jazz up again. Like, these boys are just evil. You can't even look.
Listen,
That's what
and it's not grace. Don't call it grace. Is grace is
Even if they credit card, they will help you to bring down that.
if we understand the biblical concept of
Yeah.
grace, it has to do with salvation. The grace of God is strictly for salvation, not so that you will marry well. That's not grace. Whether it's luck or whether it's blessing, we want to call it, I don't know. But some people are unlucky in relationships. Some people are unlucky. I have been unlucky before.
Relationship to everything.
I know what it's like to be unlucky in a relationship. You are married to your enemy, even though the word is enemy, but you go just call her enemy because it carry weight.
Yeah.
You know,
One person
favor.
waiting for the other to blink, let the war start. Yeah.
You know, maybe you call it favor, or because sometimes, I don't know.
Well, how can you marry you fall in love, you get married, and the next thing you're enemies? How does that even happen?
because
And you just fight.
Someone said, Daddy Freeze, marriage is not luck. There are some marriages you cannot walk.
There are people that eventually turns into a
Competition. Yeah, they see you as a competition.
Marriage, there are some marriages, let me tell you, they've lied to you. All those your mothers that stayed in marriage and walked in marriage, they were miserable. Some of them were cheating on your fathers. They will just
Yeah,
not tell you the truth.
Yeah.
There was no DNA test. That's why your fathers died with smiles. If there was DNA test, some of your fathers will be seeing their ghost every night, tormenting your life. DNA. Oh. The person that invented that DNA, they should flog him. Do you know how many? Do you know how many kingdoms Omoale inherited? Kingdom where the mama go bring the belle come from outside. The papa go say this one I ain't picking. I ain't go collect throne.
Daddy Freeze, come to think of, you see those kids,
we saw growing up back home, and they would say bastard thing. You know?
Yes.
Most of
Yeah.
them, even pregnant those ladies, make you those children. when
You're
you-
right. Yeah.
No, I've not
true.
started now.
As them
It's
three
when I
as me
finish, like,
saying
that's
at
all.
them, nobody claimed the pikin. That's how the pikin turned to pastor, but that
Yeah.
is how we normally see them. But our papas do those things now. Papa no follow our papas. We are papas.
How about the Irish Catholic priest that fathered 4 children, but nobody ever knew till he died, and he left nothing for them. He willed everything he had to charity, and the woman and the 4 kids surfaced from nowhere, and were left with nothing.
Hey, don't give out to
Story was
charity
that
now.
People were so angry at him, so angry that he left nothing for the woman and 4 kids.
But
He
she's
kept it a secret for over 30
But
years.
let me ask you a question. The woman that opened her leg, does she not have work? If they don't leave anything for you, can you not take care of your children?
I mean, she
Wait,
chose
but look at the era that they are from. You know that's not
Ireland,
it
though,
wasn't-
not Nigeria.
But
There's
even-
always work in Ireland.
not supposed to be
I said era.
What era was it?
He told her behind closed doors, like, you're the love of my life, and
Oh,
for
but-
like this.
to an extent,
Every- yeah, 4.
I think I'm tired of him
Yeah,
liking love of my life.
and now,
He kept it a secret. Died and willed everything to charity.
Somebody say,
Nothing.
I am Cody. Make I find Wala. Daddy freeze them. Say make you go collect your own child. One day you don't find Wala. Na rapture remain. Na rapture remain for you now. Enjoy the rapture. You don't find the Wala where you find. Let me tell you something. Your papa no fit find your own child because none of the children were him born. Even the one where him born with his girlfriend no be him own. Now yahoo they do. You where they here they talk say make I go find my papa. I swear to God, if you know your real papa, the 2 of you go drink sniper.
the difference I look like my dad. For me, I look like very much like my dad, no doubt about it. So I don't need to make a about beg. I don't care back. You know, they don't give me. I don't want another one. I beg. That's not true.
Yeah, same as my father's carbon copy. Father, very handsome man. Very handsome. I look exactly like him.
But sometimes there are kids that look like the dad, and then they still turn out not to be the children.
I'm telling you now, you never see anything. Alini DNA, DNA will disgrace you.
It's not by
DNA will disgrace you.
DNA will humble you.
If I just said it was like this now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was so much fun. Lovely hosting you guys, and glad to see you laughing and all. We're gonna go to bed. Some say that if he's so happy today, no rapture. One person don't collect. He don't
But you
collect.
know, I was actually thinking the same thing before it did that. I was like, yeah.
We're in a good mood. We've been laughing since. You know. At the end of the day, be fair. But fairness starts with yourself. I always tell people, don't live a life of regrets.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Most people live for their children and through their children, and it's dangerous because you put undue pressure on the children.
Yeah.
You don't realize it, but you put undue pressure on the children because the money you are supposed to use to buy yourself motorcycle when you are going through your midlife crisis to go and be riding a motorcycle, and you will use it to send your child to go to one school that your child does not really want to go to, but you want the child to go there, and then you'll be pushing the child unnecessarily. But when they buy your motorcycle, ride
Right.
and fall on that trailer, you'll be better off.
I have over 50 designer bags that
You
I
better
treat
remember this
myself
thing that
every
you said.
time. I don't buy for my children. Their father can do that. I don't.
You don't buy designers for their children.
Probably birthdays, I get like a Prada for them, but geez, I love my life and I'm living it.
I hope your husband too is enjoying his life, not that he's just working for all of you people.
No, and I, we go together.
Let him work for us. So
And you are very lucky.
I can't do harm to
Me, I will work for myself, you will work for yourself, and the 2 of us will work for the children. This is how we'll be looking at ourselves.
Children to myself. We move together.
Huh?
My salary is for my enjoyment.
Your salary is for your enjoyment.
For my enjoyment. My husband's salary. The money he makes is for all of us, but my money is mine.
You can imagine if I come out looking like
The money I make is for all of you, but the money you make is for yourself. Why didn't you jump someone like me? I will have trained you since. You will have been gentle.
Myself and my 4 children. He paid for our trip. He paid it. He doesn't ask me for anything. I have a top job. He's never asked for anything. He still pays in maintenance. He's too good to me. Oh yes, he's too good. What day suits you? What time do you guys want to come back to Nigeria?
Come,
I'm getting my
Samaria.
my kids, and I'm not paying.
Debbie, no go look for this kind man. Oh, una go dey disappointed. Oh, they no go look for this kind man. Oh, una go dey disappointed. Oh, men like this not many. Oh, me if I marry you, you work, I work. We share the responsibility. We share the responsibility. We share the responsibility.
That's what's up. Yeah.
And if you want the one that
I buy him occasionally. I buy designer perfumes for him.
imagine designer perfume.
Yeah, to say thank you, but see, my business class ticket, he pays for it. The children.
Say they hear business class
for
and
it.
perfume.
The bills, he pays for everything. He
Business
does that.
class.
I'm telling you this too.
How much is designer perfume? The highest designer perfume you will see is maybe 200k or 300k. Business class now 4 million now.
For about 300 euros. Yeah, it's all right.
300 euros only Mogbe, and they are buying business class. Men, you are horses and donkeys. You will walk till you die. Emiko.
No, I remind him to enjoy himself as well. Like
With his side chick.
spending all the money.
With his side chick, Abi.
Enjoy yourself.
But hold on. How much money does he now have for his side chick?
And
He doesn't have a side chick.
please, you know, read comment section. They rub his handle.
He doesn't have a side chick, and I don't have a side
They say
chick.
you should
We don't do that.
Please, they say you
We
should
don't swing that way.
She's saying it.
What's it say? Let me see.
I like the way she says it. Like, we don't do it.
Man, did you see the comments?
Somebody said, yeah, but designer perfume.
Oh Lord.
Let me tell you, if I be Elon Musk, forget to me.
Wait, you keep saying he's a good person, so the men that don't do this, like my dad now.
A lot of men do it too, but
No.
You know when we say a man is a good man, you know when a woman says somebody, a man is a good man. That's the definition of everything.
When we're growing up, there used to be something that we used to say, Omotomba Rimu ni good boy. As in, picking where parents see whole, now be good picking. If you say, this picking not good, but just say they don't hold up for work. Well.
Yes, actually. Yeah.
Say, this particular child is good. They use them well.
Yes.
Now, this kind of thing with husband, though. See, husband, when they see put for work, now he be
Before
good
I never
husband.
used to appreciate him, but I've actually sat down and I thought of it. No, I'm serious.
You never appreciated him. Hey, you for marry person
What
like
can
me.
I actually do to make you happy? I've done everything I can to make you happy, and you're not appreciative. And I sat down one day and I said, geez, I've never paid for my flight back home. I've never paid for my children's flights. I don't pay for my bills. I work, I have a top job. He doesn't ask me for anything. I just have to appreciate him. So I just started appreciating him. And the more you appreciate him, man, the more Allah will be in.
Oh my goodness.
Me.
That's
God, they say God no they give animal away wicked horn. Imagine lion has to be make you can't get horn. Now why God no give me Elon Musk money? If I be Elon Musk, my wife go see the work and she go get her own share of the bill inside the house. Waiting concern me. You go get your share of the bill. Okay, as I get the private jet, you go ride the private jet with me any day you need them. But I go find bill inside. If it be phone bill, if it be water bill, no.
love comes in this love.
No.
Well,
Now, if the woman
well.
decides that she doesn't want to work and she'll be following me up and down, then no problem. I will take care of your bill. But you will have work. That work you are going to. You are leaving my house in the morning and come back in the evening, and you now not bring anything from there. No. If it's bag you want to buy, I'll buy you bag.
Wife became Was it Jeff Bezos' wife that became a billionaire after she divorced?
She divorced him, yes, but she always worked with him.
Get good now. So she deserves whatever she got.
Yeah.
You knew it again.
Ah, Glams.
I don't
No,
know.
let any girl know this your husband though.
No, I don't put the action out there.
Don't even put his picture on your handle as you don't talk him like this. Aye. If you want to test Kayamata this night,
His photos are not.
if you
anywhere.
want to test Kayamata, just post his picture this night. I give you 1 week.
Those things don't exist.
One day, the one where they go use to collect this woman husband. That one they potent.
Not for me, I like.
They go bath for stream 12 midnight every night for 1 week. By the time they
I
call
believe
his
the
name under the
universe
full moon,
wants you.
you go begin the answer.
You're good and you're bad. So I keep doing good. So the universe rewards me. Like,
Right.
that's what I believe. Do good and get good back. And I try so much to walk on the right path. I don't hurt people. I don't
That's
fight
so
people. I just
sweet.
try to
At
be
some
so
point,
good.
I
So
was
I
like,
just
do you
believe
remember
that
the day I
God
asked you, why do
rewards
you
me
want to go
back.
to heaven?
You know,
Why
what we
don't you
give
want
is
to
what
go to
we
hell? Do you know, I
what we
think
give is what we get back.
Mhm.
Do you know, I really
Time,
didn't think, I really just thought about, I was like, why do you want to go to why? Because
Because,
after I
yes.
finished reading the Bible and they're telling me things like, you see when we're talking about lucky and unlucky, and then the Bible is there telling me things like, oh, sunshine is shining on the just and the unjust, and rain is pouring on the good and the bad. I was like, so why am I trying to be good?
But it is.
Exactly, it is. And I'm seeing it happen. So I was,
No, you see,
I asked him
rain.
one day.
Hold on,
I
rain.
didn't really
Is,
think too much about it. I was just like, so why are we trying to go to heaven? Like, why are we so good?
no. You see, heaven. You have to go and read the concept of heaven and hell. Hellfire no good. Oh. You don't ever see whether they grill chicken. You know when you put white chicken on top grill,
Wait,
as
but
they come out.
do you think hellfire is actually fire? Like,
And they say it's the lake of sulfur. I'm sure, of course, traditions here, traditions there, but there are some things I don't want to just
do
investigate.
you know how I used to think hell was?
Mhm.
Like, have you watched It before?
It.
It. Yes.
No.
Like when you look at him, like when I look at it here, I'm very afraid of cockroaches,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm very afraid of rats. So I see a rat, I don't see him. And when you look at him, you see a cockroach because that's your worst fear. So I used to think that I have my own kind of hell.
Putting me in a room with cockroaches, that's hellfire for me.
What nightmare. It keeps
Yeah.
repeating. That's what I feel hell is. So I don't know. I never go heaven before, so I cannot talk.
Some of our daddy Geos don't go there and come back, go chop breakfast with God.
Like taste passing. We're all gonna pass someday. You know, eventually we're all gonna, say, oh, so this is how it is. So this is actually real.
But heaven is cool.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm going to name this live. My husband does everything for me, and I show appreciation.
Ooh.
And I just enjoy life.
I'm telling you, it is too sweet. You are so lucky. You are so
And
lucky.
I have a
Top
job
life
now.
gang.
You are so lucky. Me.
So I've got 2
Ah.
masters. I'm
Ah.
a forensic accountant, a risk and financial analyst. So
You're even wealthy.
I'm
Do you
right
understand?
there.
Like I'm really trying
I
to.
I'm not lazy. I work hard as well.
Someone said there's nothing like
Did
hellfire.
you see the way the whole life just as in kept quiet?
Just look how beautiful.
I remember hearing a joke once. A Chinese man died, and they opened the book of life, and he wasn't there. And they say, "Go away to hellfire." He closed his eyes and opened his eyes and saw himself sitting on the street in Agege.
So that is hellfire.
So that's how.
I can give the mud.
Oh boy.
So Baba look around like this, say,
I can give the mud. Wow.
Wait.
Life has its ups
Ah.
and
No
downs.
more.
You know.
Nigeria is hellfire. Oh. You people don't
Time
know.
to go.
Everybody, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bye.
Bye.
But honestly, like when you think about it, if what's it called, you know how we're all going to die, then
Wow.
we're going to go to heaven.
10,000 people watch that live. See, That's a lot.
If you know that we're going to die, you know we're not going to heaven immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know everybody is coming back.
Yeah.
So if you know that we're coming back, yeah, why are you still trying to be so good?
I don't know. Just trying to. I'm tired.
But
These
I'm
people running
serious.
mad.
What is like? Why are you being so good here? If you're going to come back, and this is the height of taking God for granted, I know, but why? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is it that heaven has economy, business class, and like if you are not the goodest of the good, like
Mhm.
you've been economy? Like I want to understand.
I don't even know. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I don't even know what to answer. Everybody, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Not one single star was bought today on Facebook. Wicked people.
Yeah.
Bye.
Wait, this thing was on.
Which one? They were all on. You didn't know.
Oh shit.
You were on everywhere. Thank God you did not.